Hey there YouTube, and welcome back to Nathan Fry Outdoors. Today I want to talk to you about how you can get a really great bow even if you're on a budget. Before I give you some of my tips and tricks of how to get a great deal on a great bow even if you're on a budget, let me give you 4 examples of bows that I've bought within the last year and the kind of deal that I got, and then I will tell you more about where I got them and how you can get the same kind of a deal. The first bow I want to tell you about is the bow I've been shooting for the last year. It's the Mathews Creed. Now this is a bow that's about 4 years old at the time I'm making this video, and I've been shooting it for about the past year. I paid $350 for that bow loaded. I got arrows, I got broadheads, I got a quiver, a nice tight spot quiver it's called. I got a 5-pin Trophy Ridge sight, I got a drop away rest, fully loaded, and I got it for $350. And today I see them still going for $400 on eBay, totally bare, no accessories at all. With accessories they're going for $550, $600, $700 still. So a great deal. The next bow I bought was a Hoyt Spider 30. Again, a bow that's several years old. That bow I paid $330 for, fully loaded, arrows, lighted nocks, broadheads, drop away rest, 5-pin sight, the Hoyt quiver, and a hard case, all for $330. I bought that bow simply because it was a good deal. I turned around and sold it locally for $400, and I kept the case, and so I got a case out of it and still made, I think, $70 or $75 worth of profit on that bow. To be honest, if I had sold it online, I may have been able to sell it for more than that. Also, I recently picked up a Bear Pledge. Now this is an entry-level bow, but it still is selling on eBay for about $160 to up to $250. Brand new, I saw it at $388 at Walmart recently, and I paid $65. Now that bow, I ended up just selling it to my brother-in-law for what I paid for it. He was looking for a new bow that was kind of an entry-level bow. Also, the bow I've talked about in this channel before, the Diamond Infinite Edge Pro that my wife is shooting, I paid about $130 for that, plus I had some expenses in getting it all set up, so maybe I'm in the $160 to $180 range, and they typically sell for $300 to $350 new. So obviously, if you're going to get these kind of deals where you're getting them for fraction or a huge percentage is off what the bow is going for, obviously we're talking about used bows here. We're not talking about how to buy the latest and greatest bow that just came out last year and get a good deal on it. Now, no matter what, you can get a good deal on that bow if you're just simply willing to wait a year. But we're talking about bows a little bit older than that. But the Mathews Creed that I've been shooting for the last year was a flagship bow, top-of-the-line Mathews bow, in 2014 when it was released. So we're not talking about entry-level bows necessarily. How can you find these kind of deals? Well, obviously we're looking for used, and here's some places that you want to look. Obviously, Craigslist is a place what everybody's going to think of. Also, Facebook. Now, Facebook Marketplace does not allow you to list bows for whatever reason. I guess they're considered a weapon or whatever. But there are other Facebook groups where you can find bows for sale. There's one that I'm a part of called Just Archery. Now if you go into that Just Archery, I think at the time of this video there's something like 30,000 members, and there are being bows listed every single day. Not every one is a great deal, but you can certainly find a good deal on a couple years older bow, or even a bow that's just a year or two old on places like that. Now for me, I've had the absolute most success, and I bought, I think, 3 of the 4 bows that I told you about at pawn shops. Now I live in Pennsylvania where we don't have pawn shops, and I like to go to pawn shops whenever we go down south. There's some in Knoxville, Charlotte, Greenville. They're all over the south as opposed to here. Now I personally don't like the small ones that are kind of shady, but there's some great chain, very reputable pawn shops where I bought several of these bows and feel like I've done really well. Also, you can check out eBay. eBay is where I got the bow for my wife, the Diamond Infinite Edge Pro. And also you could check out Archery Talk forums, a very popular forum all about archery, and they have a classified section as well. Now, one word of warning I want to point out to you: there is a bit of risk anytime you're buying a used bow. So if possible, check it over well. And of course, if you're going to be buying online from someplace like Facebook or Craigslist or anything where you're going to be doing the interaction over the internet, make sure you pay with PayPal. And now let me also say this: if you're going to pay with PayPal, don't send money as friends and family, because you have no recourse if they don't send the bow to you, or if they send it and it's not what they said it was going to be. So always make sure you send money to somebody as goods and services, and that gives you a level of protection through PayPal. I hope that if you're on a budget, this video has given you some tips of how you might upgrade your bow or get into your very first bow for a lot less than what you thought. If you enjoyed the video, I'd ask you to give me a thumbs up or subscribe down below. Remember to hit the bell button so you can be notified every time I post new content. And until next time, remember to get off YouTube and get outdoors into God's great creation.